Okay, so I have a question for you this morning. Are you coasting on automatic? You know how this goes. It's a new day, you get up, it's the same routine though. You get the kids ready for school, you walk the dog, you go to work, you come home, you make dinner, you go to bed, just to do it all over again the next day. Well, mindset coach Stacie Rene joins us this week right now with some midweek motivation to help us get out of our ruts. Good morning, Miss Stacie. How are you today?
Good. This just goes with the flow of how today is going. And I was already on a board meeting this morning. Everyone's like, I don't know what's going on, but one person's sick. I had a migraine this morning and I'm like, okay, we're going to make this work. And the weather is yucky, but I'm like, you know what? I get to make or break my day, and heck or high water, I'm going to have a good day because I am choosing it. So we're just going to make it.
I love that you say that, though, because so many of us wake up in that one little thing and it just puts you on a roller coaster for the rest of the day.
It does. And, one positive thought can really make or break your day. And the more things that happen, it's just like a spiral event and a spiral occurrence for you. And I choose to have my days go a little differently, and it's not always going to be that way, but when you're more aware and conscious of it, then you can make those decisions, and it really does have an impact on the success of your day, the success of your life, work, personally, friendships, with your children, the whole nine yards. And so I think that we really need to take that into consideration for if you want to continue going down that path for your day, then that's your choice. And it's hard to hear sometimes.
Right. And can I ask you, because you are a mom as well, and you know how we get into these routines. It's almost like we're living life on autopilot. How do we get out of that?
So autopilot is good to a point, but then you also have to make sure, and it's here. I like routine, but I'm also a little bit of let's just shake things up, because when emergency situations come abroad and they happen, how are you going to handle that? Some people can't. And I know, for instance, when I got a call at 2 o'clock in the morning and I found out that my mother-in-law had a stroke. My husband's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to work. You're going to grab your computer because you need it. And because he had mentioned that I had money stashed. And so it's not that I was prepared, because I never thought of a situation like that. But you also have to be able to be relaxed and just go with the flow and make things happen. And so it's good to have these things like, you know what, today, instead of doing our normal routine, we're going to just, all of a sudden, we're going to go to the zoo. Let's just do it. And everyone looks in shock. But I think those are important things to do. So put a reminder on your calendar, once every 2 months, once every 3 months, to just have a spontaneous day. Just let it rip, let it happen. And then it makes you more adaptable to the situations that you're not prepared for.
I love that. That is really great advice. Spontaneous day. Wake up and just do something completely new, completely different. And it seems like that would be a great thing to do with your kids from an early age.
Yes. It is. It is. And just like this weekend, last night, all of a sudden, we're going away for the weekend. So now I have to all right, I'm not going to stress. I got to find some place for the dogs. I have to find, what else am I going to do? What are we going to take? Is laundry done? I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. And we're just going to take what we have and have fun with it. Because when you don't, that's when life becomes miserable. And I don't want to live miserable.
Yeah, because I am typically, my husband's the very calm one in the relationship. I'm the one that's like, ah! But I'm starting to remind myself, just take a breath. Just take a breath. It's all going to work out one way or another anyway.
Right. And something that I really like to think about is when you go through your daily life and things are thrown at you, think of yourself as a character in a book or in a play. How is that character going to look? And if you're on top, kind of looking over everything, are you going to laugh at yourself for completely being unrealistic or being dramatic? Or are you just going to laugh things off and be like, that's pretty funny? Because there are things that are really funny. And yes, there are serious situations, but at the end of the day, we need to laugh more. we really need to laugh more. And if you're going through a path and going down a road where you don't like what's happening and you're constantly waking up or you're constantly feeling people are out to attack you, I want you to think about this. A radio station, Sirius XM, or whatever it is that you're listening to, if you don't like what you're listening to, are you not going to just change it or hit the fast forward button? You're not going to go back and be like, I'm going to listen to that horrible song again, right? You're not gonna do that. So I really think about that. Change what you're doing. Change the channel, change your thoughts, change your mood, change things to what you want. You're gonna pick a song that makes you feel good. You're gonna pick something on TV that you're gonna be interested in. Change it. You're in control. And that's really kind of a great way to look at your everyday life.
Yeah, I was thinking about you the other day with your, just was it Control Alt Delete, right? Control Alt Delete, just like we do with our computer.
CCD, baby.
Right? Because I was being a bit of a negative Nelly, and my sister kind of pointed it out to me, rightfully so. And then first I was a little irritated, but then I was like, no. You know what? I think sometimes we do things out of habit, almost, and really sometimes if you get that push from the outside, someone makes you take a look at yourself. And it's really up to us to decide to change our mindset.
Absolutely. And, be a great friend. And that was very kind of your sister to say, hey, wake up, because sometimes we all need that, because when you're in that situation, you don't see outside the box. You're not looking at your own character, not looking at, your every move and how you're just continuing to go down that rabbit hole. And when you have a good friend that says, hey, life's not so bad. Let's just stop thinking about it, cancel, clear, delete, redirect yourself and go forward. And if you have somebody that is attacking you or constantly giving you grief, look at the value of that person, whether it's a coworker, maybe they're having something else go on in their own life that they're just attacking you. And because it's so traumatic for them, that you are the source that they can attack to make themselves feel better, which is really not a good situation to be in. But maybe just ask them, what's going on? If somebody's sales are going down at work, or, they're having a terrible time working with the customers and that's not their normal, instead of saying, I'm going to reprimand you, I don't know what's going on with you, but you better get your sales numbers up, you better start being nice to clients, you better be, and so forth. Stop, ask them, what is going on? How can I help you?
Such good
advice. And I think we need to do that more.
Very much so. Like sometimes just have a little bit of compassion and empathy for other people. We need more kindness in the world.
Yes. And it's just a matter of really recognizing it and looking at different aspects of life. And, we're all going to be up and down, and, different things are going to be happening. But remember, everything in life is temporary. Your constant highs are going to be like, oh my gosh, but then you're also going to come down and you're going to hit some rock bottoms. But just know that high is really back up there, and you wouldn't understand the value of the highs and the lows if you didn't experience them or helping other people out. But I have to say, CCD is so important. Cancel, clear, delete, retrain your thoughts, say a quick mantra. And I can't say that enough, because the more people hear it in the interviews that I do with you, it will be like, oh, I remember hearing that. And when they start to remember hearing that, they're like, oh, I have to actually utilize that and put that into action.
Such good reminders. Where can people get your book?
They can get it on Amazon, and let me tell you, it is a positive shift ahead. I happen to have a copy right here. And it's 16 ways to redirect negative thoughts quickly. And, it really is a great, intentional, easy read. Go back, use it as a resource, because we could all use some shifting in our minds. And again, you choose your everyday. And if you don't like your surroundings, then change it. Be that channel. Change it to what you want.
Well, Miss Stacie Rene, thank you so much for your time. You know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to go put on my rain boots and jump in the mud puddles.
Oh, I love it.
Have some fun.
Thank you so much.
Happy day to you, and have a good weekend as well.
Thank you so much, and you as well.